Hello and welcome to this new lecture on file structure. If you examine the app.js file, you can see that a default structure has been set up. However, annotate the entire structure right away by pressing Ctrl A. The issue at hand is the following. So what is a comment? So when code is hidden by a comment, it signifies that although you intend to use the code in the future, you want it to remain hidden for the time being because its function is unaffected. The code can also be commented by holding down Ctrl and the # key. Any structure or code that you comment won't function in the browser. To illustrate that, if you comment the entire structure in the app.js file, you save the file and then open the browser, the screen will be blank because the code has been commented and will no longer function. Due to React Native's inability to render any methods, you can also encounter a render error. Now that the app.js file is open, let's manually design a structure. To achieve this, first import libraries, then create components, apply styling, and finally export the component. Presently import the React libraries first. The code will be automatically finished when you write import React and click save. Import the items you want to add after this. Next, we'll take a look at how to use the React Native library to import text and style sheets. Thanks to the installation of npm, all other library options are also accessible. Libraries are now being imported. Now go to the components section first, create a function called app, then use a callback function. Use text tags to return text metabrains in the callback function. The styling section is now available. Declare a variable styles with style sheet. Created refers to the necessity to create the style in style sheet. Then name the class you just created in the next tag and use it for styling. Click on text tag write style now. And after writing the library name, for example styles, that was just added, take a class text, go to the const styles function and select text. All the properties that were introduced to the function are now working with text and rendering and appearing in the application. Now let's make the function red. After that, export the app you just made. Export the default app, then save the document. Go to the application now and you'll see that MetaBrains is printed in red. After you save the file and open the program, you'll be able to see that once you've added the background color property to the styles function, MetaBrains is printed in red against a gray background. You can also choose a height and perform alignments. So save the file with a 500 height for the time being. Due to an alignment problem, MetaBrains is still printed on the top bar. Add the center option to align the items property in the styles function. After that, add the justify content attribute to the styles function and select center again. The problem is still present and MetaBrains is still printed on the top bar if you save the file right now. The flex property must be used to resolve this problem. So save the file after adding flex:1. The problem has not been solved yet. Because text is used in this situation and text can only be used to write text, you need to create a container to address the problem. So when creating a container, you must specify the class of the container and the class of the text separately before you can use the container and text appropriately. Therefore, the primary goal of this lecture is to investigate how to manually design a structure. Every time you create a function and need to specify the file name, you should use capital letters. After this lesson, we'll learn how to add styling and other components in the next lecture. So let's move on.